Explain that night to me though.
Yes, sir. They have a policy.
Policy.
Something that we don't. We just enforce it.
Okay.
Now, they were not supposed to be eating in there. It's a grab and go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the gentleman that was sitting at the counter that was eating, he got permission from a guy who had just left, who was working there. He's one of the he said, "Hey man, I got nowhere to go. Can I just?" He said, "You just eat there. Hurry up and get done."
So they went against their own policy.
But I have to enforce it. I have to enforce what? But if they say go, I can't do nothing.
But you know you're not a policy enforcer.
But listen.
And you're not contracted with Waffle House.
Yes, I am.
Okay, but
on those nights that we're working
Friday, Saturdays, I know.
We work for Waffle House.
Right, okay.
So
that one and the other one.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So on that night, it just so happened, you walk in and he's not supposed to be eating there. I get what you're saying. I totally get it. But
it was an exception.
Yeah, it was an exception through him. I don't know.
That shouldn't have been allowed.
I understand.
But you see where it started.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It did.
Because the same way come filing my report against Waffle House also, because even after all of that, I asked if I could order it. She said, yeah, then all of a sudden I got to go on the app. But other people went up and ordered with them.
See, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, see, I got it all.
I didn't hear that. But
yeah,
you could have ordered.
Right.
You could have ordered.
But the guy said I couldn't order. See?
And listen, and the other dude that's back there that was screaming and hollering and everything, I had.
He always scream and holler.
I butted heads with him the other night, that same night that you were in there. So he was on a whole different level that night. I don't know what was his problem.
He's always like that.
So I just backed off and I said, you know what?
Right. I went there the next night.
Right.
And I ate in.
Yeah.
He was arguing with the waitress.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Okay.
So I mean, it was nothing against you.
Right.
And like I said, I understand you're angry. I understand your
I was just trying to get something to eat.
Yeah, man. I get
That's all. But the guy was allowed to eat, and then the two guys on the end, they ate.
Well, I didn't see that.
See, they served them.
Right.
Even after all that, so I'm kind of like, hold up, which policy is it also enforcing? Nobody sees this?
Yeah. And I saw it, and I'm like, hey, and like, no, this guy, let him do it. I'm like, well, if we got to do that for one, we got to do that for everybody else.
Right.
And then y'all put me in a predicament to where I'm arguing with this guy, and this guy's rightfully so angry.
Right.
And, and I'm not trying to be nasty to you.
Right.
I'm just like, I get it, man.
Right.
But you didn't want to let it go on me.
No, but when you go to the root of the issue.
Right.
Who started it?
But he was already gone.
Right.
And I was like, and I'm looking for him. I'm like, where you go? And
right.
like,
but they got a policy. They need to stick to the policy.
They got to stick with it.
And that's why I contacted Waffle House, and they investigating it all. I'm like, bro, that's what I say. I'm a 29-year Army veteran to show my character. Not,
right.
But like I said, I apologize to you. I was a little,
no harm
right. But like I try to tell a lot of us, once we out of that, it's back to, sad to say. But I was like, why was I violated? Why wasn't I allowed to eat? And then when I went outside the time, and then I saw the sign, I said, okay, 11:30 to 6 a.m. Why is he eating?
Right.
Why are they about to serve them to you?
And they should not have.
They shouldn't have done that, but they didn't give permission for them to eat there, and they did. See?
I understand what you're saying.
Right.
I understand, and and I addressed it. I said, you know what? I said, rightfully so, he was upset. And
right.
I said, he had every right to say what he said. I said, except for the part, he was,
I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
But I didn't tell him.
Right.
I said, hey, look, if we're going to do this, we got to do it for everybody.
For everybody.
And that's not.
And then it was slow at the time.
Right. So.
Yeah, I know about them Friday, Saturday nights.
Because, again, like you were saying, if you look at the sign, it says no bathroom use or whatever. But they were letting people go to the bathroom. And I'm like,
I did use the bathroom. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but I was like, no, but still. I was like, how y'all going to tell me, hey, don't let nobody go to the bathroom, but then you let everybody go to the bathroom? And I'm like, look, man, y'all ain't making it. I says, that's okay. And I just stepped back from it.
Oh, okay.
But I did tell them the night when I left, I said, hey,
Okay.
He was right.
All right, I'm cool. You cool, bro? Yeah, bro. All right. Yeah, my thing is gonna be Waffle House now. All right, so I ain't worrying about no complaint with you and everything,
right.
so I'm good. Young lady, I'm good. we made up and everything, but Waffle House, I ain't done with them yet. And I kind of figured that. I'm like, they put him in the middle of this.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't like that one bit.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.